I'm Old Head Ed.
And I'm Mr. Belief. And we like to welcome y'all to Barcodes. Barcodes is a podcast where we delve into the lyrics of your favorite MCs, verse by verse.
Each episode, we invite an artist onto the show,
break down their own bars, and give the listeners a deeper understanding of the meaning and inspiration behind their music.
From underground up-and-comers to established industry veterans.
We cover it all. So join us as we explore the art of emceeing and the stories behind the bars on Barcodes.
Your Belief.
Barcodes in the building.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, we back at it again. Man, these keep getting better and better. For those of you who don't know, that's Belief. I'm Old Head Ed.
Yeah.
And we decided to collaborate and put this thing together where we have, an opportunity to sit down with some of the illest MCs, rhyme writers, spitters. In this particular case,
we got a heavy hitter tonight.
Yes,
Jesus. Definitely.
Indeed. If you haven't made yourself familiar with his work, you got some catching up to do. Overall, he has his hands in everything. If it's not engineering, mixing, mastering, producing, playing instruments, performing the shit out of live shows.
Thank you, bro. Fuck.
And then rhyming, and that's why we have him here, because I mean, if you can't really spit, you're probably not gonna get a seat at this table, right?
He has it in his name.
I know y'all don't fuck around
because everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? We got George Spitz in the building.
Yeah,
right there. LlamaBeats official
gang. LlamaBeats. What's
up?
Up?
Talking about. How you
Thanks
feeling,
for having
George?
me. I'm super thrilled to be here, bro. You I know that you guys don't fuck around, so when you guys say it, I know that you don't fuck around, and it means a lot. It just means a lot. Word. I was hella like, whoa, by the intro there. I'm like, shit, I better not fuck anything up.
Yeah. Do you remember the verse we're going to go into?
Right, shit. This is my music? Holy crap.
Oh, damn. So, we've given y'all and you've heard me and Belief say it before, man. We're taking the time to pretty much give the artist a chance to break down any intricacies of a verse. What kind of motivated them to write the verse, kind of like set the tone of as to how this verse came to be. Believe you has
one of the first questions I always ask.
Okay,
is do you remember when you wrote this verse and what you were feeling when you wrote this verse? This is
kind of do remember a little
Mr.
bit
Feeny
of it.
joint.
Man. I'll try to make my dumb long stories short. I'll try to make this one short. We did this one when we were doing, so this is a LlamaBeats track called Mr. Feeny.
All right.
We did this track while we were making our album called Movie and Couchland, which is the newer one that LlamaBeats has out. Mm-hmm. And that's the one that Mr. Feeney's on. But Mr. Feeny dropped I think before Movie, but it was the idea was that this would be like the futuristic prequel to Movie.
Okay.
Or it's a sequel, but it's technically, yeah.
It was written.
All the songs for both Movie and Couchland were kind of in the same time, basically. Okay. Right. And then Couchland became the sequel to Movie, but it's really like a Tarantino kind of
where you're not starting at the
sequel.
beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we released Mr. Feeny as the sneak release from Couchland. I don't know why. Now that I'm explaining it, I'm like, why the fuck did we do this shit? It's like the stupidest thing to explain
Just
ever.
Throwing it out.
But
it's like a Venn diagram of shit that's going on right now.
And Cal, shout out to the What's Good from LlamaBeats. He made the beat in literally, I want to say, I think he made it in like less than 10 minutes. Except for the end section where we kind of go into a jam. Okay. That was later. That was a jam that we put together after we did the whole song. After the lyrical portion, there's like this jam section that was made after. But the whole production was definitely made by Cal in less than like 10 minutes, I think. Wow. Or definitely less than 20.
Hell yeah.
It's a quick beat. It's technically a 1-bar loop.
Okay.
The whole time.
Wow.
But like little super slight arrangement changes everywhere else. Whatever. I'm definitely attacking it as a producer as well. But yeah, it's a dope beat. Cal put it down. I think I put my verse down that night. I think it was that night. And this was in LA, in Los Angeles, Squash Guava Studios. That's where we were living for a good while, where we made movie and Couchland.
Okay.
So yeah, it went down there. I think most of everything except for Cal's verse went down in one night. Cal actually passed out after he made the beat, and then I wrote my shit, and then we tracked it. He like woke up to help me track it, and that was it. He like made the beat, and then like passed out.
He put all of his
like,
10 minutes in there. He was like,
it's really quick.
Just
It's
out.
a dope little beat, and it's unlike most of the shit that we do. It's more like a kind of like, you've heard it, right?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
man,
very
definitely.
driving, kind of like, I don't know, electronic-ish sounding beat. But anyways, yeah. That's
still dope, man.
It was
Like,
where
you know
it
what I'm saying?
happened.
It's definitely a dope track, dog.
Thank you.
Sure.
I love it. I fucking love it. It's unlike most of our shit, and I love the energy in it.
Cool. Do you remember the verse? You remember the verse?
I do.
Okay.
I kind of do.
Walk us through the first couple of lines.
Oh, like that?
yeah,
Like to
yeah,
just
yeah.
spit the first top?
Yeah,
Okay,
so how we're going to do it is like you're going to spit like the first couple of lines.
Okay.
And then you're going to unpack why
Gotcha.
you wrote those rhymes.
So I know, I remember it's a 24. I think it's a 24 bar verse. Mm-hmm. And it comes out of the hook. The hook was like the first thing I wrote.
Yeah.
So should I say the hook real quick too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So it says, shouldn't want to be you, wow. Let's start again.
No, he performs it the right way. Trust me, I've seen him perform it.
Yeah, he
I
always gets
do
it on
actually
point under
literally
performance.
spit this shit right. What the fuck? Okay. So it says, shouldn't want to be me, be you. You could be a genie with feet, dude. You could use it cleaning, see through, God level, Mr. Feeney, didgeridoo. And
All right, so unpack just the hook right
Okay.
there because it seems like there's a lot of coded language in there.
one coded, which is the Mr. I would say the only
Mr.
coding
Feeney, yeah.
is the Mr. Feeney, but it's pretty obvious, right?
Yeah.
For those of us that grew up with Boy Meets World.
Yes, correct.
And
Yeah.
Mr. Feeney, he's an icon and a half. That guy's like,
Yeah.
he's like,
He's always
the
a half
guru,
because he's always
you know?
half of the fence and shit.
Wait, no,
no, my bad. That's the other
Showtime.
nigga. That's the other
Home
dude, yo. My
Improvement.
bad. I'm fucking up. But
No,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
all good. He
But
is the neighbor.
Yeah.
Correct, but they
he
both
is the neighbor
had-
still.
Yes, correct.
And
That's
he is
why.
the wise one in the show, but I think
Also
I
a
do
teacher,
remember.
too. I think he was a
he's the
teacher, yeah.
teacher. He's Corey Matthews and the
Topanga.
older brother
Oh,
and Topanga's teacher, correct? And I think Sean. Damn, we're naming all the characters. But yeah, I remember thinking when we wrote it, or when I wrote it, I told Cal it'd be dope to put a tribute together for somebody that hadn't died yet.
Yeah, he's still alive.
And that's another thing. I feel like an asshole because I'm like dissing this guy because I'm saying how old he is, but it's real. And I'm like, let's give this guy his flowers before he,
Nice.
whatever. That's
Okay.
fucking a
Yo.
grim way to look at it. But I did want to. We're like, yo, let's do this shit.
Congratulations.
We're always doing this shit for like
Recognition.
people that have,
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're not dead yet.
But yeah, the dude's, it's Mr. Feeney. So that was like the
Yeah.
idea. Shouldn't want to be me, be you, or shouldn't want to be me, be you. Very self-explanatory.
Yeah.
You could be.
You could be a genie with feet. It's like I don't know. I'm a firm believer in the power that you have
Okay.
being here in this reality.
Gotcha.
I think there's a lot more that we can all do than we know,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of manifestation going on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like you could do this shit. You could make whatever you want to happen. That's it.
Yeah.
You could do all those magical things. You got it. You don't need anybody else. You got this. You could use it cleaning, see through. This is your chance to to be baptized and reborn.
Gotcha.
This song is your, be inspired. And then God level, Mr. Feeney, didgeridoo. Oh, because in the beat we put a didgeridoo, and it was like the cue for the didgeridoo, and it's a very epic like drop. And before we even drop it, we're like, let's put a didgeridoo in it. Anyways, it's a lot of LlamaBeats things I think are like inside jokes.
So you
in the
incorporated you incorporated the production portion in the bars.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you like didgeridoo.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I knew
I'm
the
glad you
didgeridoo
broke
hit
that down.
after that.
Yeah,
so-
because a lot of people would have been like,
I was
"Yo,
thinking,
what the
I'm like,
hell's a
when did
didgeridoo?"
Feeny play a didgeridoo? What
And
episode
people have
was
said that, yo.
Like I was trying to
in the
run it back.
comments on the
Yeah.
track, people have said that.
Yeah,
People were like, I don't remember. Literally, somebody wrote that, and I was like, Is that really? I didn't think that was gonna be the first thing somebody thought, but I'm like, that's funny.
Yeah,
because he didn't play a didgeridoo. It was just the production. It was just,
Yeah.
and it was kind of like, it's almost like saying like mic drop, you know?
Yeah,
But
got
it's
you.
just didgeridoo because that was the mic drop in the track and the production.
Got you.
It's stupid.
Hey, listen. Speaking of the track,
So I go into the verse
Yes.
from there.
please do.
I say, no, you didn't because you can't. Getting wicked with the chant. And that's play on the didgeridoo. Did you redo? It's not didgeridoo. Like I'm using, I am talking about a didgeridoo, but I'm talking about did you redo? No, you didn't because you can't. Oh. There's no rewinds. There's no going back. You get one chance.
Got you.
Getting wicked with the chant. You know, getting wicked with my bars. With my what is it?
Aboriginal to sound.
Aboriginal to sound, because this music is my aunts and my cousins and my grandparents and both parents. Nothing above it. This shit is inside of my blood, and yo, I love it. Pretty self-explanatory, I think. But yeah, my whole family, all the, whoever I'm shouting out there, shout out to them for real. And my whole family, the music is definitely in my blood. Yeah, it was a very, I don't know, when like you took me back right now when you asked like, do I remember when we wrote it and shit?
Yeah.
I remember I was in my shit like that night, and I was feeling really righteous, So I was shouting out my family because that's why I'm doing this shit. The roots,
That's pretty dope. I mean, between just the influence and them being part of the motivation, it's twofold. So that
and my grandfather, shout out to my grandfather Herman. I didn't ever meet him, but he's the main one in my mom's side of the family that everybody always talks about. Like, he's the reason why you're fucking this musical. So
wow,
I gotta shout him out. I think my whole mom's side of the family would be really stoked to hear that. But I really believe that.
Every family has like that one family member is like, well, he was the man. You know what I'm saying? The reason why you are the way you are is because of that man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's literally him. That's how they. Yep.
Which lends to the next bar, which this music's inside of my blood.
And I love it. Yeah. I really do think it's in the blood for sure. I think that shit. When people say like, "Oh, you can't really be taught music," this is a whole other conversation. But I believe that to a certain extent, and I think a lot. It is true. Like, there's a lot in the blood, but I don't know. I got my own beliefs on like what this like human construct of what music actually is. That's different from something being in your blood. It's not. Anyways, I think music's a lot more.
There's more to it
than people think. But anyways,
yeah. And yes, and it's part of as well as it something being something that you kind of have within. It also is something that once you apply to learning of the music, it kind of, you'll find that marriage between the two. So it's not all just one thing.
And things make sense more. You get to learn music, and you can learn music, I think. Anyways,
cool. Then we go into the dub it.
Dub it, and in there it dubs out like a reggae dub out delay. I'm like addicted to that shit. So yeah, dub it, and it goes dub it, dub it, dub it. Let it breathe. Trails, self-explanatory again. Letting that little moment breathe. Fresh air, it's something we all need. You best share if you're puffing that Al Green, because if you're tired of being alone, can't call me. That's 2 Al Green songs.
Okay.
Tired of being alone.
Tired of being alone, yeah.
And can't. Wait, no.
That's actually one of my favorite Al Green songs. Tired of being alone.
Yeah. Tired. What's the other? Whoa, hold on.
You can't call me. I don't remember that one.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, no. It's.
Is it I'll Be Around?
No,
that's not Al Green though.
Yeah, Call Me. It is Call Me, isn't it? Call Me.
Call Me.
Yeah, yes.
Just Call Me.
Is the other Al Green song. Yeah, it's just a shout out to 2 Al Green songs.
We'll plug it in right
Damn,
now.
I had a brain fart there, but it is Call Me. It is Call Me. So yeah, just to play on that, on the 2 Al Green songs, and my love for smoking the weedest.
The weedest.
Yeah. if I'm, you want me to share, you gotta share too. That's all.
Simple. A theory most people get behind.
And then feel something like a dance hall beat, right? Is that the next line?
Yeah. That's
and then because the beat on that one, like I said, it's different from most of our shit. Which there's always like some sort of reggae elements in a lot of what we do, but this one's more hype, and this one it's not a dance hall, but it sounds like it could be in a playlist with one or some shit, in the club while dance hall type shit is playing. And then shout out to Uncle DC with the mean feet and trees. That's Uncle Don Carlos. That's Don Carlos. Shout out to my fucking uncle. He's an incredible fucking reggae artist. If you've never heard of Don Carlos, you got to check him out. And he does this little dance when he performs. It's fucking addictive as shit.
Is that your
mesmerizing?
Is that your legit uncle?
Yeah.
Or
no,
is that
no.
like just like uncle by blood?
Musically. Yeah. He's he played in a band called Black Uhuru back in the day. Really legendary reggae band. And he does a lot of work with Slightly Stupid. Shout out to my fucking brothers, my older brothers, and we've done a couple records with Uncle Don Carlos. He's incredible. That's how I know him, and his energy in general is just super like
magnetic,
incredible, and addictive. And his dance that he does when he's singing on stage is unlike anybody. It's like a really dope little two-step that I can never get enough of. I fucking love this, man.
Captivating, huh?
It's really cool. You should check it out. Check out a live performance from Don Carlos. It's just like two-step. So that's why I say shout out to Uncle DC with the mean feet and trees, because he grows incredible trees. He has his own brand, but there was this sour diesel that he hooked it up with once. He like blessed the fuck out of all of us once. He's like, nephew, hold out your hand. Boom. Fucking gave me like this much weed. Bong. And it was all shit that he grew. It was a sour diesel.
That's sativa, yeah.
And it was like he recrossed the original strains for the sour diesel.
Wow.
To like the original sour diesel, he found the two strains that made that, recrossed them himself, and then made a sour diesel of his own, basically. And that's where he stays, and that's where I think it went down, the cultivation of that strain. But anyways, yeah, on some weed.
Needless to say, you walked away pleased from the.
Oh, dude, he's a fucking.
Enough to put it in a song, at least.
Yes, absolutely. No, that's why I put it in there for sure. I'm thrilled to say this, to explain that. So shout out to Uncle DC with the mean feet and trees. Shout out to D3 biscuits and corned beef, pork belly Cuban when I chief. There's a place in LA right next to the house where I lived in, where we had the studio, called D3. I think now it's called Little Barn. It's no longer the same place, but it's this place called Little Barn now. But before that, it's like a vegan breakfast spot now. Before it was very not vegan. It had that pork belly Cuban. Another Cuban, which we were talking about before.
Yeah.
It's a Cuban dish spin-off.
Got you.
It's like a Cuban pork sandwich, or like the typical pan con lechon kind of deal, but like with a pork belly.
Pork belly.
So overdone.
Yeah.
It was delicious though. It was, and they put like this blueberry jam on it, so they make it like it's some California shit.
When
but yeah,
you said like it turned into a
Gentrified
vegan spot, all I could think of is like
they
they're handing you lettuce with like another piece of lettuce on
apparently
top
it's
of
good.
it.
I don't want to
Like-
shit on. Apparently, shout
Double down
out to
on
the
that.
What's Good. He still lives in the same house that I was living with him, where we had the studio. He's still there, and he goes to the Little Barn often. He tells me it's very good. So I don't know. I've never experienced it, and I'm not I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I'm a meat eater, so.
Likewise, yo, facts.
So pork belly Cuban when I chief. So again,
Yeah.
it's something.
Shout out to
It's the
Uncle
cuisine
T.
that's inspired, to be desired
Right.
after chiefing.
Or yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Simply put, very, very well put. Yes. I would go there often and get the pork belly Cuban
Nice.
Yeah.
when I chief. What's next? Always trying to
trying.
get stupid on the tune or on the tune. It should say tune.
Yeah, it says tune.
Yeah, I wrote it wrong on what I gave you, but the
tune.
lyric is tune.
Big tune.
The big tune. Always trying to get stupid on the tune.
Even when
Or
stupid.
maybe tune. I can't remember, bro. I think it's tune. Yeah. Even when stupid isn't it, because I do say tune later. That's why. There's intricacies. Okay, I get it. Now I remember.
Okay.
Always trying to get stupid on the tune, even when stupid isn't in the room. And as long as we're in tune, we'll make your head go boom, like emojis that they added to your phone's keyboard. Okay.
I think that's an unpacking right there.
Yeah. Always trying to get stupid on the tune, like we're always trying to get fucking crazy with the music. Yeah. Even when stupid isn't in the room. Shout out to Stupid again, Slightly Stupid. We work with them, and actually, this song was a batch of songs from Couchland and Movie. A lot of them were made in Slightly Stupid's studio, so that was kind of like we were in there. And shout out to them, everything. Yeah, exactly. Like even when Stupid isn't in the room, so like even when I'm not working with Stupid, because they're I don't know, they're fucking nasty with it. That's what I was getting at, like, trying to match the level of that. Sickness. Yeah. What they do. Always trying to get stupid on the tune, even when. And as long as we're in tune, we'll make your head go boom. At the time, they had just added the exploding head emoji to the phone. Yeah. So that's why I said that, like emojis that they added to your phone's keyboard. And then right there, I realized that I'm not gonna write 16 anymore. That I'm going more than 16 bars. So I say thought 16, but I think I need more. Trying to make sure that you don't feel bored. Anti-missionary, like I'm not with the regular, anti-snore. But you've reached another level when you're tired of, like, all right. But you reached another level when you're tired of all fours.
Yo, I love that's like a breaking a fourth wall bar. You know what I'm saying? Like where you're just kind of like, yo, you know what I'm saying? This ain't the 16. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to be bored. It's like an insight bar where you're just like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, I thought I was gonna do 16, but I'm not. So
that's
it's like I
and I didn't know what else to write at the moment, basically, and I was like, all right, just write about how you're writing more.
Exactly.
But I got funny with
it worked
with the sexual
it's like
analogies and innuendos or whatever. Anti-missionary, anti-snore. So but you've reached another level when you're tired of. So if you're going, if you're constantly going beyond needing to do doggy style with your chick, hey, whatever, bro. You've reached another level. Like, I don't know. It's not like bad or good, but you're on another level.
If that becomes humdrum, then it's then you
because that should be good most of the time. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I'm gonna add the mushroom sound from Super Mario Brothers right here.
Where he brings up.
And then what is it?
It says
holler at the llama on tour. Oh yeah, there's an ad lib before that says she's a hoe.
Yeah.
What's that from?
It says
that's a Ludacris track.
That's a Ludacris joint.
Yeah. Fuck yeah! Shout out to Ludacris. God damn, that guy's
still got
man,
bars.
Bro.
He still has bars. I don't know if you saw his last post. That was like about a month ago.
Okay.
Where he did like a freestyle on Instagram.
Really?
Yo, that nigga still got
I
bars.
have seen him.
Go back and look
not
for
that recent, but I did think this a couple years ago.
He
thinking
still
that
has
I'm like
bars.
this guy, and you could tell that he loves to do it.
Yeah. Yo, let me tell you, this dude has bars still.
Man,
I'm gonna pull it up for you after this episode. Like straight up, he still got bars.
Can I low key? I want to say an amazing experience that was. I'll briefly just say it. I saw him produce the vocals for. Like I was in the studio when he produced the vocals. So Trina did her part on the bad. What is that? My chick bad, my chick good. No, remember that? My chick do shit you wish y'all would. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Trina did the remix. Ludacris is on there, and he produced. It's his track, I think. It's his track. I think it is his. But he ended up getting Trina in the studio to do her vocal that she had sent in again with him, and he produced it for her. And watching Ludacris get the performance out of Trina and watching Trina do that was unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. And he's like, say that shit like you mean it. Pussy stay wet. Say that shit like you mean it. Pussy stay wet. And I was like, wow, this is happening.
Trina, if you want to come unpack Pussy Stays Wet, Barcodes.
This is a real thing. I was amazed.
I could imagine it. You know what I'm saying?
And he I quickly understood what he was doing, and I was just mind blown. And he did. Got an amazing performance out of him.
I've always say that Ludacris is probably one of the most underrated lyricists out there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just because of just on the Be Alright verse alone, that flow is like unmatched. Like I've never seen anybody flow the way he did in that.
Now you're saying it like that.
Yo, I'm telling you that verse is fucking amazing. It was like
he's a performer.
I think it was like a
he's an
Sierra's
entertainer.
joint, or
You know,
everything would be. I can't remember the aspect of it, but like his verse was just like unheard of. Like the way he did it is like was perfect.
Wow.
Yeah, no, definitely a talent for sure.
And I'm obviously a big fan. What the fuck were we talking about?
Holler at the Llama on tour. So yeah, you had.
Oh yeah, she's a hoe.
Yeah.
Holler at the Llama on tour. That'll give my baby mama come for it. Yeah, kind of like make sure you come out, like bring people and shit, and like make sure like come home, because I say that'll give my baby mama come for it. And I just found out that I was gonna be a dad. So I felt proper saying baby mama there. And come back so she knows it ain't whack, and I could just come home to deliver the cambur. Cambur is Venezuelan Spanish for banana. So, and I've had to explain this to like every Cuban person I've ever met living in Miami. That's just some Venezuelan shit. People don't say cambur. That's just
I've never heard that shit before.
Nah, it's first time for me too.
So, but yeah, that's basically me saying like, you know, make the tour good, so I come home and the lady's like, good job, and
he's like, so I could come home with the banana.
So it's not a waste
like
of time.
I don't know how to break it down even more for y'all, but like I need to come home with the banana.
Yeah, I gotta come home and deliver the
banana,
and then back into the hook.
No. That was Mr. Feeney.
Mr. Feeney. Mr. Feeney.
And Cal has a dope verse. I gotta shout out my boy. That's just my verse. So the What's Good has a verse. There's another verse on there by maybe you get him on here and he could break down the other one.
No,
yeah,
indeed.
we would love for
some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, man, definitely
geeking out. But yeah, that's just my verse.
So that's Mr. Feeney. So
George Spitz meets World. Mr. Feeney. You know what I'm saying?
When it's George means World.
Yo, Mr. Feeney, you got your flowers. I mean, literally, and
that was the idea.
And you're still alive.
Probably
and that's the reason why you got those flowers.
No, you're around to enjoy. I mean, yeah, man, go check out a LlamaBeats track, Mr. Feeney.
Hey, it was for you, dude.
Yeah, it was.
George Spitz, thank you very much for joining us tonight and sharing your bars and breaking it down for us.
Stoked to be here, man. Thank you for having me, for real.
Oh, welcome to Barcodes again.
Yeah.
I think we got another one.
I think so.
Shouldn't wanna be me, be you. You could be a genie with feet, dude. We could use a cleaning. See through God level, Mr. Feeney. Did you redo? No, you didn't, cause you can't. Getting wicked with the chant. Aboriginal to sound like this music is my aunts and my cousins and my grandparents and both parents. Something above it. The shit is inside of my blood and yo, I love it. Dub it, and let it breathe. Fresh air, it's something we all need. Your best share if you're puffing that Al Green. Cause when you're tired of being alone, can't call me, yo. Feel something like a dance hall beat. Shout out to Uncle DC with the mean feet and trees. Shout out to D3, biscuits and corned beef. Pork belly Cuban when I cheap though. Always trying to get stupid on the tune, even when stupid isn't in the room. And as long as we're in tune, we'll make your head go boom like emojis that they added to your phone's keyboard. Thought 16, but I think I need more. Trying to make sure that you don't feel bored. Anti-missionary, anti-snore, but you've reached another level when you're tired of all fours. Oh, holler at the llama on tour. That'll give my baby mama come forth and come back so she knows it ain't whack, and I could just come home to